Hello, Lisa Oliver here from the UK. Thanks very much for stopping by and checking out this video today. So you're involved in internet marketing, you've got a product or a service that you want to promote, and you've put up a website. Now all you need is that all-important list of potential customers hungry for your product or service. In order to get that list, all you need to do is just pop an opt-in form onto your site and you're away. Well, I wish it were that easy, but if you think that people are just going to visit your site and automatically opt in, then you're mistaken, and this video is for you, because I'm just going to share with you 6 very simple, seemingly obvious, but not so if you look at a lot of the websites out there, tips to ensure that you maximize your opt-in rate once people reach your website, and thereby grow and increase your email subscriber list. So the 6 tips start with tip number 1, the most important one, which is the offer. You need to give people a reason to subscribe to your email list, because they won't just opt in unless they're getting something in return. They're parting with their personal information. And gone are the days when you could just simply say, oh, please subscribe to my free newsletter here, unless you've got a very, very strong on and offline brand, or you're like famous. Then just offering news and tips is not a strong enough proposition. You need to have a really good offer relevant to your audience. It needs to be free and it needs to be very high perceived value. The higher the perceived value, the more likely you are to get opt-ins. Some examples of free offers that I see include ebooks or a bundle of ebooks, mini courses that you receive over a period of days, either in video or email format, reports or software. It's really important that the free offers solve your target customers' problems. So they've got to be relevant to your niche to maximize your sign-ups. The second tip is to write a catchy headline. So once you've got your offer sorted, you need to write a headline that appeals to your target audience's emotions. It needs to be really catchy to grab their attention. Then the description needs to be compelling to give them the incentive to actually sign up there and then. People do buy emotionally, so you also need to put a good call to action in there to give them that push to do it. It may well be as simple as sign up here now, something like that. But it could also be like a time-limited offer. It's going to be pulled down within the next 24 hours or something, so you need to act fast. So the key things here are the catchy headline to grab their attention, the compelling description to tell them what they're going to get by signing up to the opt-in box, and then the call to action to make them do it now. The third tip is to present the offer prominently. Now this may seem very obvious to you, but there are lots of websites out there where I see you actually have to scroll down to reach the opt-in. You need to make it easy for people. So you need to promote the offer and the opt-in at various strategic points on your website or your blog. It could appear on every single page, for example, but put it high up on the page. Put it where, or certainly in the first third, and essentially above the fold. It has to be above the fold. You do not want anyone to scroll. But really, if you look at people's eye line, in that top third of the website is exactly where the offer needs to be. Tip number 4 is don't ask for too much information. There is a tendency, because you want to capture all that data, to maybe get their mobile number or their surname. But really all you're doing at this stage is to get them onto your list. So you need to make it as easy as possible for them to do that. So only ask for as much information as you absolutely need, and typically the first name and the email address is all you really do need. Otherwise you might risk putting people off and then you don't get the sign up. So again, make it as easy as possible. Tip number 5, privacy promise. Now as more and more people buy online, a lot of people take privacy for granted. But there are some people out there who are still really reticent about parting with any personal details at all, because they might get on all sorts of other lists. So having very, very visible text in your own language, doesn't have to be in legalese speak about what you will and what you won't do with your subscribers' personal information, might just be the thing that pushes people to subscribe. For example, I've seen text where people have sort of explained that they hate spam as much as you do, and that's, it's quite nice. It shows that you're dealing with a human at the other end of the website. Tip number 6. This is the only one which is a paid for service. All the other tips 1 to 5, are things that you can do for free. So this is certainly not essential, but it has been proven to increase your opt-in rate. Now, there are a number of plugins available. There are some that you can also get free. But a good plugin I can recommend is Subscribers Magnet, and it's a premium plugin, i.e. it's paid for, and it works with all the major autoresponders, and it hits visitors multiple times with your offer, but it's not too invasive. Certainly the Subscribers Magnet, you can set when it appears on your screen, and you can let it fade out, etc., etc. So you're in control about when it hits your visitors. But it acts as a reminder. If they're reading something else on your site, then don't forget to subscribe to get this free blah blah blah. It might just be the prompt for people to sign up. And tip number 7 is to split test. And I actually just realised at the beginning of this video, I think I said there were 6 tips, and there are actually 7. So you're getting a bonus one. Aren't you lucky? Where possible, split test your various methods in terms of design and copy, as well as location. So try and test things over a period of a week or something and see what a difference it makes in terms of your opt-ins. And never ever assume, because you might think that you need a really attractive opt-in box, but have you noticed in the world of internet marketing that a lot of the lead capture pages you see there are really not very attractive in terms of design, and we've got yellow highlighted sections all throughout? Well, there's a reason for that, and it's because it works. So don't assume that the most highly crafted forms are the ones that are going to yield the greatest results. It's often the plainest ones and the least designed ones that offer no distraction. But test it and see, because your audience might prefer different colours or images, etc. And the copy as well is extremely important, as well as the location. I hope I've given you some tips here to increase your opt-ins. Obviously, once you've got people on your list, then that's a whole different other subject, and email marketing is certainly a very large subject to cover. But getting them on your list in the first place is the first start to converting those people into paying customers. Have a great day.